Hey, what's up everyone? It's Cody here, back with Keystone Detail for another video answering another question in our window tinting FAQ series. So today's question is, how long does it take to tint car windows? So this is a great question, extremely valid, and it really depends on a few things. Generally, most vehicles that are having window tint done can be done in less than 1 day, so 1 day turnaround. But again, this comes into a few other factors that determine how long it can take, such as number of windows. Every car has a different number of windows, of course, but for an extreme example, we've tinted some Ford Transit vans that are the big cargo vans that could have 10, 12, 14 windows. And that of course adds a lot of time. That'd be closer to a full day, if not maybe 1.5 days. But your average car, truck, SUV will generally be about a day turnaround. If we're doing like 2 front windows on a car, it could be about an hour to an hour and a half. If we're doing all sides and rear, generally you're in the ballpark around 3 to 4 hours there. But a few other things that can factor into time it takes to tint a car from start to finish is if any old tint needs removed. That can add a ton of time. It can sometimes turn into a nightmare because when you're trying to pull off old window film, if it's a low quality film, it can leave behind a ton of adhesive. Then all of that needs stripped off and thoroughly cleaned so that there's no adhesive left behind, and we have a thoroughly clean window surface to install film on to get a quality job done. So that's a big thing. If removal is necessary, it can add a ton of time. One other thing that can definitely add some time is the complexity of windows, the shape and contour of them. Some vehicles have extremely curved glass. For instance, rear windshields or front windshields generally need shrunk, and that's where the window film is cut to shape on the outside of the glass, but then it needs heat shrunk with a heat gun to actually form and contour the glass so that when it's installed, there's no fingers or lines or anything such as that. That can definitely add a lot of time. Most side windows you can get away without shrinking, but some that are very curvy and very contoured do need shrunk to get a solid install. Another thing that can factor into this is the complexity of vehicles, if disassembly is required or not. We use a strategy here called bottom loading for window tinting, and this requires the window sweep on a door panel to be removed. In some vehicles you can just pop the top and get the sweep out without actually removing the whole door panel, but some vehicles actually need to be disassembled and fully remove a door panel for a proper install to get it extremely good. And then the same can be said for rear windshields. Some back deck lids on vehicles are extremely tight and may need some disassembly to gain full access to the window, not only for installation purposes, but just to get a quality install so that we're not bunching the film up or catching anything or risking contamination when actually installing it into the vehicle. In a nutshell, normally window tinting on an average vehicle is done in less than a full day. Could be anywhere from 1 to 4 hours, but there are those outliers that can take longer, like larger vehicles with more windows or more complexity, or again, vehicles that maybe require more disassembly than others. Hopefully that gives you an idea, helping you on what to expect and prepare for when having your windows tinted anywhere, whether that's here with us or another shop that's installing window film. They're a quality shop. Everything I just told you shouldn't differ much from everything we just talked about. If we can answer any questions for you, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd be happy to help. We will see you in the next one, where we're gonna talk about more awesome questions related to window tint and window film, everything there is to know about it. So see you guys in the next one. Thank you.